Beth going on about stuff she doesn't know anything about. I am the one who said that. Why does everyone blame Uni for the shit that I do? Or whoever. I said it because it happened. I was sent a little video, told not to share it, and I'm not going to, so this is why I'm talking about it, where Uni has like streams 3 or 4 days in a row, if I recall correctly. I no longer have the conversation. And she says a different number of cysts were removed in every clip. So
which makes no sense.
3, then she says 4, then she says 5. And that I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. Then, from my recollection, I got another clip sent to me, same thing, don't share anyone, so this is why I'm talking about it. And it was the thing from Uni's Twitter, which is still there.
Yes, it's still there.
That said she lied about breast cancer, I believe, was what the topic was.
We all saw it.
Showed me a picture of Uni and her scars, which I did not want to see. No, actually.
We all saw her bandaged and scarred, and it looked like she was wanting it to look like a double mastectomy. And you know what, Corrie? I didn't know you then. Wasn't talking to you then.
Breast cancer scars, blah blah blah. But they were like these big, huge scars, and it's like, I don't understand. She
had some cysts cut out, but she wanted everybody to think that she had a double mastectomy. And she had her PayPal in her name and her GoFundMe.
Jeffree Star makeup, and then some other fucking tweet to someone who has nothing to do with the community, who's famous.
It had nothing to do with you, Corrie. I saw it for myself. Everybody else saw it. You had nothing to do with it. You were just this weird little person that would pop up in chats and we go, okay, she's weird. Whatever.
Who was giving medical advice and doing that and doing this and
no,
doing this and every other
didn't. I was explaining different disorders.
And everyone was questioning her.
Because Joy was saying that she had, copper in the liver. She didn't even know the name for Wilson's disease, which I actually have. She was saying she had fibro. She was saying that she was healing herself naturally, that she was so exhausted, and all this other stuff. It had nothing to do with you. Nobody watched your channel. I didn't even know you had a channel.
Her fibromyalgia thing. She said she had fibromyalgia. I watched.
Yeah, she claimed she had fibromyalgia. I actually had it. So when Martin was interviewing me, he was not interviewing me for any psychological advice. He was asking me about these different health issues because I was going through them. I actually had them. And Corrie, it had nothing to do with you. Nobody gave a crap about you.
And run off and run back and plop back down again like a kid. So, like,
yeah, she jumped up and down. She would gain weight because all she would eat was pizza. And she showed all her medical records. You know what? I could read those medical records. That's why. You know why? Because I've been dealing with thyroid issues since I was in my early 20s.
Or people like Mama Beth diagnosing.
I didn't diagnose her at all. What I did was explain some of the things she was talking about. You know why? Because I've been dealing with autoimmune diseases, and the ones specifically that she claimed to have since the beginning. Martin wanted me to be able to explain that. I could do that. Martin saw my credentials. I didn't diagnose her.
Makes any fucking sense.
I said, I think she needs to get help. I think she needed to see real doctors. And, I wished her all the best. I have a video still up on my channel about her. I don't diagnose people online. So you quit saying that, Corrie. And the reason we call you Corrie the Crackhead is just because of this stuff. You take a little bit of information and you screw it all up.
When I got accused of calling you the N-word when you knew damn well that
I when you did use the N-word.
Right? No, you ran over there, you made friends with everybody, you let them all back in your chat, they fucking trolled you some more, and now I'm supposed to fucking have cared then? No, you wouldn't have listened. You didn't listen to me when I fucking told you who was trolling you, other than Nick, and got fucking moo-moo mouth making 2,600 fucking videos.
Okay, I'm done listening to her. She's all over the place. I don't care about moo-moo mouth. Nick, I dealt with him a long time ago. We just blocked him.
Other of her friends. Like, Get a fucking grip.
You think you know everything, Corrie. Now, I'm done with hearing you.
Like, it is not okay for you women over there.
I'm turning her off. Now we're going to go to the comment section. Because this is where you can see I'm putting my comment. And I'm going to read it for those who can't read. Listen, crackhead, because I've had enough of her. She gets on my nerves. I saw the videos myself on Twitter. I discussed it with people other than you. I didn't talk to you about uni or Joyce Sparkle BS, JSBS. You have nothing to do with anything I spoke on or questioned because I was questioning what she was doing. JSBS has been a long-time con artist. She said she's self-healed. She spoke to my archangel. Obviously, she's got some things wrong. Okay, her family knows this. You weren't involved in any of that. I know you want to be famous. I know you want to be, this great philosophical truth teller and, tell everybody what they should think. Nobody cares about your opinion. Okay? All right. And then you keep going down here. And this is where it gets really good. Mama Best World Meatballs. You're an idiot. Really, I'm the idiot. I'm the one that was explaining things to people. I was explaining her, Joy's supposed diagnosis and what actually was happening. Okay? So, Corrie, you don't know anything about what was happening. I guarantee you can't even pronounce the medications for the different ailments. All right? And then one comment's not enough. Then she gets threatening. Your diabetes is going to take every limb and your eyesight. Well, thank you, Corrie. What a lovely sentiment. I hope your RA and the million other things that you were have that are supposedly wrong. Cough, addict, cough. Really, I have no addictions. I don't do drugs. I'm not an addict. Unlike yourself. With you, don't get you before you go through all that. Wow. You are such a lovely person. You're so full of hate. I feel sorry for you. And then she says, I hope your daughter also loses her baby and inability to have more to a crackhead. But I highly doubt she wants any after being raised by the likes of you. Okay, first off, my daughter is an adult and she's not married. She's living her best life. Frankly, I don't think she wants kids. She's probably going to adopt because that's the way she feels. But to wish my child a miscarriage? What kind of a gross piece of shit does that? You know what? You don't have any kids. You're not married. You're not in a relationship. All we ever hear from you is horrible, vile things. But this has to be the worst. To hope that my daughter, if and when she gets pregnant, has a miscarriage, loses a baby. Have you ever had a miscarriage? Because I have. I've lost 2 children. It's horrible. And you're a horrible person for saying that. Out of all the things you accuse me of, you've crossed the line further than anybody else. And then, and every time you call me a crackhead, it'll fall back on Stewie again. Why? Why does anything that between you and me go on Stewie? Why? Because you can't handle it. You know what? You're your own worst enemy, Corrie. And you've proven right here that you're a horrible person. And I don't want anything to do with you. Stay out of my chats. Keep my name out of your mouth. You've proven who you are. You've proven it to me and to the rest of the world. And anybody that co-signs the shit you're saying is just as bad. Now, you have a good night's sleep. Go read one of those books that has an uncracked spine in your shelf. And keep playing with those Beanie Babies. Because that's as close to one as I hope you ever get. Good night.